I think many of us from the start have assumed the wrong idea about homemaking. Maybe we've come into homemaking already thinking that it's a lesser job and holds no value. At least that's what I used to think. Or maybe you already had this idea that it would just be horrible, not fun, and really just for someone else to take on this traditional role. That's definitely what I thought also. That it's beneath you and you have better things to do. When I was a little girl, I never imagined being a homemaker. I wanted to be a veterinarian. I had no interest in homemaking at all whatsoever. I didn't find anything fun about cooking, cleaning, none of it. And so when I got married, I still had no interest. And I just thought that it was meaningless and beneath me. If we haven't met already, hi, I'm Nina. I'm a housewife and homemaker, if you can't tell already. And I do all things homemaking, like cooking, cleaning, the usual, taking care of my husband and our adorable dog Bella May, as well as our 5 precious hens and a small garden. I was called out of the adult entertainment industry years ago to live a simple life and really just to learn how to walk by faith with Jesus. Over the years, through many hard lessons, I've learned how to walk in peace in a world of chaos and how to hear God's voice when I thought He wasn't listening. So I want to share a bit of what I know and what I've learned to help you find your peace. Homemaking as we know it is the heartbeat of a home, really. And good and honest homemaking creates a rhythm of warmth, love, and peace within the place that we find rest. I like to see homemaking as a business or a company of sorts. It's the homemaker that brings order and rhythm to the spaces of the home that need tending or maybe lacking in attention. What is the definition of a homemaker? Let's take a look at that. It's quite simple. It's one who manages the home. And managing the home can look different for everyone, but typically it is someone who is doing the cooking and cleaning and organizing and finding the rhythm that works for their family. And maybe even it's someone who is also managing the finances. And so I struggled getting into this role as a homemaker, finding a rhythm that worked for me and my family of 2, which is really just me and my husband and our animals. But when I finally succumbed to this role as a homemaker, I say succumb, but when I finally surrendered into this role as a homemaker and a wife, and I gave it to the Lord, that's when I began to experience breakthrough in my heart posture, my thoughts, my attitude, and really just the fulfillment in homemaking. And that fulfillment, it doesn't lie in being congratulated and being awarded for what has to already be done, but rather it's in being obedient as unto the Lord in serving my family and tending the home. I also like to look at it this way. If I live in this home, wouldn't I want my home to be organized, well kept, clean, with a rhythm that is sustainable? In this duty of homemaking, if one thing, or if this one part, should I say, of you is lacking, then yes, homemaking can become a drudgery. It can become a disdain of something that has to be checked off the list and finished as soon as possible before you can have me time. And that is definitely the way that I saw it. I found it to be this, that it has to be and it has to come from a heart posture of gratitude and grace and love. And in my experience, a relationship with the Lord that gives this business of homemaking life and the essence of purity. Yes, homemaking in and of itself is the baseline to the act of this duty, but where your heart lies, it either gives life or frustration and turmoil to this calling of homemaking. It wasn't just that my heart posture and attitude changed during this surrendering of homemaking to the Lord, but a spiritual renewal and an awakening really took place in me. And I began to see the blessing in serving my husband. And so as I surrendered and as I still surrender, the fruit of the Holy Spirit was then able to flow through me as I continued in this duty as a homemaker. From my experience, it took a denying of myself that was completely self-centered and still is, unfortunately, a lot of the times, and a surrendered heart to learn and understand the true backbone of homemaking. When the going gets tough, and there are days when it's hard, really hard, and I just have to take a break, I just keep my eyes on Jesus, and I do what Elizabeth Elliot used to say. I do the next thing. So I finally found fulfillment of true purpose in this. Sure, I didn't come fully equipped to be a homemaker from the start. I knew the basics, but I have to give all the credit to the Lord in teaching me what it takes to be a good and honest homemaker. I just want to encourage you, whenever you find it hard doing all the things that come with homemaking, including caring for littles or animals, if you have a farm or homestead, or maybe you just are a dog lover or cat lover, whatever the case may be, I just want to encourage you to take a step back and first count your blessings and try to find one small thing that brings you joy while you're caring for whatever it is that you're caring for. So, what's so special about homemaking? Well, in my opinion, it's honest work. It shapes character, and it's the heart of the home. What do you find special about homemaking? That's it for now. Lord willing, I'll see you all in the next video.